Great. And begin. So finding your chairs. We'll begin with a nice sturdy chair on the floor, ideally with no arms, but if you have arms, just make sure that, you know, your arms will be out of on the outside of the arms, you know, when we're moving our arms. Yeah, good. So yes, it's happy 2024, everyone. Great way to start the year with regular yoga. And so we will begin with, let's just begin with shaking. Shake, 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 shake the body, blink your eyes. Yeah, maybe shake your legs, shake your head. And when you're done shaking, relax your hands onto your lap. Bring your palms up on your lap. And just notice your breath. Become aware of your breath. The beauty of this practice, when you practice regularly, it really does tap into our awareness. Awareness if something doesn't feel good, awareness if something is beautiful and lovely. You know, it's just important because if we don't have awareness, then nothing can change. Yeah, because we are not aware that anything needs to be changed, right? So find that just natural breath and notice your natural breath. Now with the eyes closed, we're going to take a nice big breath in. And then exhale the breath out with a sigh. And just let the breath out as long as you can. Good. And then take a breath in through the nose. And release the breath. Saying the sound. Yeah. And now this time we're going to take a breath in. And we're going to hum the breath out. Just a gentle little hum. And just take that exhale as long as you can. Kind of sound like a bee hive. Yeah, and then relax at the exhale, the bottom of the exhale. And let's just do about 4 or 5 on our own. So taking a breath in through your nose. And then just gently humming it out. You can have even a little smile on your face. Continue on slowly. So this breath, this humming, helps us to calm down. It calms down that vagus nerve, that biggest nerve in our body from our brain stem to our internal organs. Yeah, it takes us out of that fight mode, right? And brings us into that fight-flight mode. And just brings us into calm. Yeah, it also helps to slow the breath down. Just notice as you're humming it out, how that feels on your body. Good. And let's just do one more. And at the bottom of your next exhale breath, just relax. And now just notice your breath. Yeah. And when you're feeling ready now, you can gently flutter your eyes open. Yeah. So that helps us to just come inside that humming. Yeah. So, and then if you do anything in yoga classes this year, is to really daily tap into some sort of conscious breathing. And, you know, this helps us again to calm down this vagus nerve in our body. We need that vagus nerve. It is responsible for our breath, our heartbeat, our digestion, anything we don't think about that happens daily, all day long, every day, is the vagus nerve, right? So let's take our hands to the side of our head, the neck, and just massage the side of your neck. You might feel just tingling, just doing this all through your body. And that's waking up that vagus nerve, getting it to start to send that signal to our internal organs to, hey, time to start working. Yeah. And relax the hands now down onto the lap. Relax your arms down alongside your body. Let's find a nice tall spine. So pressing into your feet and then shoulders easily back and down. Good. And we're going to inhale and reach the right shoulder up to your earlobe. And exhale, relax. And inhale, reach the shoulder up to the left earlobe. Don't know why I'm sore on this side. And relax. And inhale up. And relax. And again, just notice how the stretch feels and where you feel it. And when the shoulder's up, notice how you feel. And when you relax it, notice. Yeah, let's do that one more time. Alternate shoulders, maybe higher, just a little higher each time. Yeah. And relax. Now, good. And then we're going to just lift the both shoulders up and down. Sort of a gentle little pumping of the shoulders. Yeah. Reminding ourselves to just shake off the weight of the world, right? We tend to worry about everyone and everything, including ourselves. Sometimes that comes last. Yeah, so shake off the worry. Shake off whatever you don't have any control of. Yeah, and relax. Let's bring our hands onto our lap now. Let's take a nice big breath in and hum it out. All right, we're going to tap into now Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath is sending your breath down the back of your throat as you breathe in and out of your nose, or a little slight restriction of your throat. So just gently trying that, breathing in through the nose and breathing out. So you're resisting the breath just a little bit, like you're fogging up a mirror, right? And so you can sort of hear the breath. Yeah, if you're ever sitting next to somebody that's doing Ujjayi breath, it literally relaxes you. Because it's just this soft sounds like an ocean wave, right? Or breeze through evergreens in the mountains. Okay, and so keeping our Ujjayi breath, we're going to take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And then on an inhale breath, roll your head over towards the right shoulder and back slightly, and then over to the other shoulder as you exhale and back forward. So making circles. Let's make 2 more. And then having that Ujjayi breath. If you don't have it or it's frustrating, just breathe deep. A gentle little smile on your face. Good. Next time the head comes forward, pause, and let's just reverse and do slow circles the opposite direction. Inhaling side and up, exhaling slowly to the other side and down. Slow down. We're still now that we're in the midst of winter here, though the days are getting lighter. I think by like 12 minutes for sunset. That's significant. So we're coming back into the light, but we're still in that mode of resting. If you look at nature, yeah, everything's still resting. Everything's still underground. Next time you come forward, pause and slowly bring the head back up. So remaining going slow. Taking your day slow, right? Taking time to take care of yourself and rest. So important. Okay, so let's relax the arms down alongside the body and turn your palms out. With relaxed arms, we're going to press into your feet and inhale, float your arms out and up. And you can bend the elbows here. We're just warming up, being mindful of the shoulders. Exhale down. So you want to try to have the shoulders as relaxed as possible, especially as the arms go up. Yeah, the shoulders don't need to help that. Yeah, just the arms. Good. All right, and relax. Okay, we're going to scoot forward into our chairs a little bit. Good. And then we're going to bring our arms forward and flip the fingers up and spread your fingers wide. And then just rotate your fingers out, up and in, and up and out, up and in. And one more, out, up and in. Good. And then flap your fingers around. Just shake, shake, shake your fingers out. It's a really nice like stretch, and it gets some energy into the fingers, your little digits, especially in this cold weather. Yeah. And some days I do this and it's like, oh, my fingers really are stiff. Yeah. And relax. Good. Relax the arms down now. We're going to just do a little seated sun salutation, honoring that beautiful sun of ours. Turn the palms out. On an inhale breath, reach the arms out and up. Yeah, just make a big circle here. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, float your hands down onto your thighs and hinge, press your belly forward and just hinge forward a little bit. It's just as far as your body wants to go. Looking down at the floor. On an inhale breath, keep your body where it is. Just lift your heart slightly and lift your gaze. Coming into little cobra pose, little back bend. And then exhale, release your head back down, looking at the floor. Good. Press into your feet. Inhale as you bring the body back up. Release your arms down. Again, reach them out and slowly up. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra and bring your hands to your heart. Yeah, this mudra is a universal mudra. Almost every human being on the face of this planet, every religion, every spirituality, this is very common, right? And it means connection. Yeah. All right. Release the arms down. Good. And on an inhale breath now, again, we're going to reach the arms out and up. Big breath in. As you exhale, this time either land your hands onto your thighs again, or if it's available to you, they can be on your shins. Yeah, whatever is most comfortable on your body. Good. And then again, keeping your body where it is. Inhale, lift the heart slightly, lift the chin. Just let the body, that spine relax forward. And exhale, bring the gaze back down. On an inhale breath, push into your feet. Slowly bring the body back up. Let the arms drop alongside the body and reach out and up. Good. And exhale, hands to heart. All right, we're going to do that one more time, either thighs or shins. Release the arms down. Big breath in as you reach out and up, just grabbing this beautiful universal energy. And exhale, bring the hands again either to the thighs or shins, hinge forward. Good. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, release the head down. And inhale, press into your feet. Slowly reach the arms out and up again. And exhale, bring the hands to heart. I'm not sure why I sound like a frog today. I'm fine, really. Good. All right, that's just such a nice thing. All right, let's just do a little cat-cow here, a couple cat-cows. So hands on our thighs. Spine stays nice and tall. Just be mindful if you're sitting with your spine back and your shoulders forward. It's really unhealthy for our spine. So when we just feel like our heart's slightly lifted, yeah, and not over exaggerating, just nice and tall. Yeah, good. Take a breath in and lift the chest, lift the chin. And then exhale, drop your head, slide your hands to the front of your knees, draw your belly back in cat pose. Good. Press into your feet. Inhale, lift the heart, look up, slide your hands to the top of your thighs, reach your elbows back, open up your heart. Good. And exhale, slide your hands forward, drop your head, and just tuck your belly back. Not rounding your spine too much, especially if you have osteoporosis in the spine. Yeah. Good. And then one more time. Inhale, lift the heart, slide the hands up, reach the elbows back, shoulders back. Oh, feels so good to open up and just gently look up. And exhale, relax the head forward, draw the belly back. and then slowly come back up. Good. Right, a little bit for our core here. So again, we're scooted forward here. We're gonna lean forward. We're gonna bring our forearms onto our thighs. Yeah, or your elbows. Yeah. And then you're gonna lift your heels up. I don't know if you can see my feet in this, but we're lifting our heels up. Yeah, leaning forward. Yes, good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, draw your belly back to your spine. And then relax your belly, inhale. And exhale, draw your belly back to your spine. So we're massaging out that low belly, which is actually really good for detoxifying our gut. Inhale. And exhale, draw your belly back again. Good. And now take a breath in, relax the breath, exhale, release your heels back to the floor. Yeah, slide one hand onto your thigh, the other hand onto your thigh, and press down into your thighs and slowly bring the body back up. Good. And let's just shake, gently shake any tension that you might have taken on with any of these poses. Yeah, just let it go. All right, we're going to bring one hand on top of the other, getting a little bit more of a twisting, detoxifying here. We'll do that a lot the next week or two to detoxify our body. Yeah, and then take a breath in and exhale to the other side. So breathing in and out of your nose, just moving the body side to side. Concentrating the movement at the waist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more. Now, the next time you come to the right, pause. Release your elbows down. Release your hands down alongside that right leg and the side of the chair, or you can bring your right palm onto the back of the seat of your chair. Keep your spine nice and long. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, press into your left foot and turn the body at your waist a little bit more over to the right, if that's available to your body. Just take it to your range of motion. You'll know it. If you can't breathe anymore, or if you're straining, that's too far. Turn the head, look to the right, and take a couple of those belly breaths. Breathing in, relax the belly. Breathing out, draw your belly back. 2 more. And on your next exhale breath, first relax the body. Good. Release that back hand from your chair. Slowly turn your head back forward first, and then slowly bring your body back forward. Yeah, good. And just do a little wiggle. Yeah, that gets the digestive tract and colon sort of moving stuff around in there. I know I abused my body a little bit in the last week. A little bit, but it was fun. And so that's okay too, right? Yeah. All right. So we're gonna just go over to the other side. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, turn at your waist to the left now. Bring your hands alongside the leg in the chair, or the left palm onto the seat of the back of your chair. And that gentle, tall spine, no rounding forward here. Yeah, so take a breath in. And as you exhale, just gently twist at your waist. Move the body over to the left. Look to the left. And breathe, find your breath. That belly breath. Yeah, it's a good cleanser. That belly breath. It's our digestive tract to wake up and to start to process. Good. And then on the next exhale breath, relax the body. Slowly bring your gaze back forward and slowly bring your body back forward. Good. And relax. Wiggle it out. All right. One more seated pose here, and then we'll do option to stand. We're going to come to a wide stance. We say this all the time. Sitting around in your home or whatever, if you're at your table writing a letter, if anybody still does that anymore, or on your computer. Yeah, just sitting with your legs out wide helps these hips to stay open, right? And not stiffen up. when we sit. Yeah. So knees are right above the heels. So make sure your feet are not beyond your knees. They're right underneath. The heels are right underneath. And then lift the heart. Get a nice tall spine. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, slide your belly forward and slowly come to one side. Holding onto your knees, maybe your thighs, bring the body back. Engage that belly as the body goes back and then over to the other side. Keep the head right above the shoulders. We're not moving the head. We're just circling the upper body. You can feel that weight change from one hip bone to the next. Notice where you're feeling the stretch in these circles. Yeah. Next time that the body comes forward, pause, reverse. Just take a few rotations the opposite direction, nice and slow, especially as you go back. Really engage that core, that area below your navel. You'll feel that tuck in, because if you don't tuck this in, you'll probably feel it in your back, right? We want to avoid that. So much there's chronic low back problems. You probably know several people that have low back issues, if not yourself, right? And it's all about strengthening that low belly, this right here. That will, and then the time you come forward, pause and slowly bring the body back up. Nice tall spine. Toe, heel, your feet now back to hip distance apart, and just wiggle your legs out. You can shake your hands again. You can take a nice big breath in. And relax. All right, we're gonna make our way up to a stand. You feel free to stay in your chair. I don't know how you're feeling today, but just follow along with whatever. There's no right or wrong, should or shouldn't do in this practice. It's just whatever talks to you, speaks to you, and breath, right? All right, so we're gonna feel the heart press forward and up in a momentum to stand up, because standing up and sitting down is also a yoga pose, an asana practice. Yeah. So sliding your heels back just slightly, you're gonna lean forward, and on an inhale breath, you're gonna press your heart forward and then lift it up. Come to a nice, beautiful stand. And then slowly make your way over to the back of your chair. Now we've been sitting a little while, so things might have stiffened up a little bit. So just wiggle the feet, wiggle your legs, wiggle your arms and your head. So 2024, we're gonna just be playful. We're gonna get back to our childlike playfulness. Children are in the present moment. They're dealing with whatever is happening around them. They're finding the joy. They're also finding the frustration and dealing with it right away and then moving on. Right? And not holding it. Yeah. And we were that way once, and maybe you're that way now, lucky you. But it's a good reminder to just be playful, move around. All right. So coming to a stand here, we're going to bring our legs a little bit wider apart. Good. And we're going to do our breathing, our ha breath. Yes. So speaking words, getting sounds out helped us to get rid of the stress and tension in our body. So we're gonna move to one side and then ha, exhale to the other. Inhale, ha. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Ha, and do it as loud as you're willing to do it. Ha. 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 Ha, and one more. Ha, and slow it down, come back to center. Good. Keeping the legs a little wider apart now, and just bringing the toes forward. Good. Yeah. And you'll see kids all the time, even with that humming breath, they'll put their hands in their ears and like they don't want to hear it anymore, right? So just watching a child, watching an animal, we learn a lot about yoga. Yes. So we're going to do breath of joy. We're going to start with our hands in prayer position. Yes. On an inhale breath, we're going to reach our arms out into a Y and look up. Good. And then as we exhale, we're going to give ourselves a hug. We're going to curl in, going to soften your knees, drop your head, and just give yourself a gentle hug here. Good. And then inhale, big breath in as you fan back open, reach out, look up, breath of joy. And exhale, maybe the opposite arm on top, and just give yourself a little hug. Bend those knees a little bit. Yeah. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, big breath in. Exhale, curl in. Give yourself a hug. And inhale, big breath. And exhale, curl in. Give yourself a hug. Good. And now inhale, just straighten the knees, lift the head back up. Yeah. And then grab onto your shoulders and really give yourself a good hug. There's also not only doing self-love, right? As we said in my note yesterday, self-love. I love myself. I am beautiful and wonderful and I love you. Yes. And relax. Good. It also helps to clear out the lymphatic system underneath our arms too. Yeah, good. Okay. Let's bring our feet back to that hip distance apart. Good. We're going to come into a little forward fold. So it's kind of sometimes nice to get a different perspective. That helps our balance, right? And helps us to keep our balance when our body's used to the head being in different positions. Yes. So if you have any kind of dizziness or whatever, then just don't do it or stop. But just like a little half forward fold. So you can have your hands on the back of your chair. Always feel free to have your chair in front of you. That's a reminder, right? So that's what the beauty of this is. Yes, I just take it out of the way so you can see me better. Yeah, so you can have your hands on your chair. You can have your hands on your hips. Yes, take a breath in. As you exhale, start to send your hips back and then soften the knees and then fold in half at your hip creases. Yeah, and just come as far forward as is comfortable on your body. So looking at the floor. Yeah. So you can either stay right there. If you want to bring your hands onto your thighs, that's just an option. Good. If you want to bring your hands on your shins, that's an option. If you want your hands to just hang down like a rag doll, that's an option. And if you want to drop the crown of your head down, that's an option. Be mindful if there's too much pressure in your head when you do that, then you can just lift the head back up. Find your forward fold and find 2 breaths here. Yeah. Again, just giving our body a different perspective is really helpful for the brain to say, okay, and you do this often enough and the brain's like, I get it, I remember this, I won't let you fall. Yeah. Good. It also gives us a different perspective on life. Yeah. So we're going to come out slowly. If your hands are hanging down, bring them onto your legs. Start to walk your hands up your legs. Keep your head down. Keep your head looking down though, until the body comes all the way up. And then the head's the last thing to come up. And then reach your arms out gracefully and up towards the sky. And bring your hands into fists. I don't know your shoulders. If your shoulders are tight, you can be in also always, this is an option, cactus pose. Yeah, good. All right. And then if it's available to you, slowly start to look up towards in between your hands. Also giving yourself a different perspective on life, which is really helpful for that brain-body connection. Yeah, it's like, wow, I don't usually do this. Good. And then bring your gaze back forward. Good. Release your hands from fists, turn your palms out, and relax the shoulders as your arms just gently float down. Yeah, so it's good practice for us in a safe environment to get into a different perspective, because most of the day we're right here or we're looking down, right, as we're walking. So being in a forward fold or looking up, right, gives our body a different perspective. Good. Okay. So we're going to come out to a little bit wider stance. Good. Wide as it's comfortable on your body. Good. All right, so we're going to come into our beautiful warrior 2 pose. Yes. So lift the right toes up slightly and slowly pivot on the heel and drop your foot. Let's check in, become aware of this pose, right? What can we do differently today, maybe? So let's check in with the right heel and see if it's in line with about the middle of the back foot, that left foot, yeah. And just do little adjustments. Are the right toes straight out to the side or are they angled in a little bit? Can you bring them straight out to the side? Yeah, and if not, wherever they're comfortable, good. And now we're gonna bring the body straight back up. We want the shoulders above the hips. Tendency big time in this pose is to have the body leaning towards this extended leg. Yeah. And now softening this right knee, pressing the right thigh gently back as you soften the right knee. Don't want that knee caving forward. So if that's the case, then back out a little bit. Yeah, good. And now chest is forward and stretch the arms out into a T. Coming into this beautiful warrior two pose. Invoking awareness, trust, yes, courage. And we're gonna turn and look to that middle right finger. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can relax your shoulders back and down. See if you can relax your fingers. Almost pretend your arms are just resting on two big pillows. See if you can tuck your tailbone slightly forward. Feel if that feels like more of a grounding for you. And take a breath in. Now, once you found your warrior, and exhale. Try to relax in this beautiful but challenging situation, right? Good. One more breath here. Exhale it out. Relax your arms, just let them float down. Turn your gaze back forward. You're gonna go into triangle pose. You're gonna now straighten this right knee. Yeah, good. We're gonna stay in this wide stance. If you ever need a break to come in and go back out, feel free to take that. All right, so same legs, we're gonna, again, stretch our arms out to either side. We're gonna take a breath in, and this time we are gonna reach towards that right wall. Yeah, just as far as the body allows. And then relax your right hand onto your thigh. Maybe you can do your shin, that's too much for me. And then reach the back arm up, palm forward. Yeah, good. So arms are opposite. Yeah, if you want a little more challenge, you can bring the back of your right hand to the inside of your thigh. Yes. But if that's too much on your back, round that right hand onto your leg, yeah, onto your thigh. Yeah, and you can look up slightly if that's available to you. And just reach for the stars. That left fingertip, reach for the stars, for the moon, for the universe. Breathe, smile. Good. On your next inhale breath, reach your left fingertips high up towards the sky. Let your body float back up. And then exhale, release that left arm down. Good. Gaze is back forward. Relax. Good. Now we're going to bring our right toes forward. So slightly lifting the right toes up and slowly pivoting those toes forward. And let's take a little break here. So we're going to heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Our feet back to about hip distance apart and do a little shake. Yes, shake, shake, shake it out. So that the warrior poses are incredible poses for our balance and our stability. Yeah. All right. Let's do the other side, right? So same thing, come to a wide stance. And again, I invite you to experiment. Can I go a little further wider? If that doesn't feel good, maybe this is feeling too much. Can I narrow it to feel better? All right, lift the left toes up slightly, slowly pivot on your left heel and down. And if that pivot doesn't work for you, figure out a way to just come to this stance with the left toes out to the side. Check in with the heel, check in with how this feels first, do any minor little adjustments, and then soften the left knee. Draw that left thigh back. Just check in with that left knee and make sure it's not caving in. That's not a good position for the knee joint. You want that knee right above the heel. So if you have to straighten the knee a little bit, that's the pose. Yeah, good. Shoulders right above the hips. Chest is forward. Stretch your arms out to either side. Press into your toes. You'll see that that gives you that feeling of grounding into the earth. Yeah, take a breath in. As you exhale, turn and look over that middle left finger. So again, this alone is a balance, right? Your brain is having to talk to your body to stay upright. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, relax your shoulders back and down. Relax your fingers. Feel those arms just laying on the big pillows. Tuck your tailbone forward. Find a smile on your face. You are a beautiful, wonderful, strong, peaceful warrior. Yes. Couple breaths here, just residing in this pose of trust and power, reclaiming your power. Not an exhale breath, relax the arms down now. Good. And then slowly turn your gaze back forward and press into your left foot and slowly straighten your left. And again, readjust your stance if that wasn't feeling good for you. Good. Belly's tucked in this whole time. As much as you can, move around your day with your belly tucked in. That takes all the pressure off this back. Yes. All right, we're gonna come into triangle here. So again, we're gonna float our arms out to either side. Take a breath in and exhale, start to glide. Send your hips back a little to the right and send your left fingertips towards the wall. This comes a little bit to, again, where your body says, okay, that's it. Reach your hand down onto the thigh, reach your right arm up. Yeah. And again, if you want more of a challenge, you can bring the back of your left hand into that left thigh. Yeah. Good, belly's tucked in. You can bring your gaze up if you want, or you can stay looking forward. Find 2 or 3 breaths here. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. I'm feeling so grounded, so stable here. Good, and then on an inhale breath, reach your right fingertips up towards the sky. Bring the body back up. Relax the shoulder, that right shoulder, and bend the right elbow and just let that right arm float back down. Good. And then lifting the left toes up, bringing the left toes in, and toe heel, toe heel, toe heel. Yeah. And relax, wiggle it out, shake it out. Nice work. All right, we're gonna come to our balance challenge. And this actually really is helpful. So we're going to be speaking and thinking while we're moving, right? And that, when we do that, that gets into the hippocampus part of our brain, that area where we learn short and long-term memory, and we're clicking that on, right? Brain is really saying, okay, I've got to do a lot of different functions here. And that really is good practice for us. Yeah. So this is, we've done this before, right? Our memory, our spatial, it's how we learn, right? It's clicking on how we learn as well. So we're basically just gonna start with a gentle little march. Now, if you're sitting down, you can just move the arms and lift the heels. Yeah, if you're standing, you can just lift the heels if that's what your body wants today. If you're feeling like you want more, you can lift the feet and come into a march. But basically come into a march that's comfortable for you. And then we're going to use the word joy, right? And we're just gonna spell the word joy as we march. So, J-O-Y, out loud. J, you can do it in your head too, O, but it's nice to verbalize. J-O-Y. Now here comes the challenge. One at a time, we're gonna move the letter of each letter of the word over one letter, right? So we're gonna start spelling we're gonna do that with the J. So what's after J? Think about that in your head. And it's K. So we're gonna do K, O, Y. K, O, Y. K, O, Y. Now we're gonna switch over at the second letter. So the O. So what comes after O? You got that in your head? All right, so K, P, Y. K, P, Y. K, P, Y. All right, last letter. This one's kind of easy, right? So I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna figure it out. All right, and let's begin. K, P, Z. K, P, Z. K, P, Z. And relax. Yeah, such a good thing to do for yourself. If you have grandkids or, kids or whatever, it's kind of fun to do that. And you can use short little words like joy. You can make a 5-letter word. And so it's that thinking process while you're moving that clicks on that hippocampus in us. And it's such good brain work. Let's shake it out. Yeah, it's good to verbalize. So especially if you live alone, sometimes when you're walking around your house, you can either count out loud or you can, whatever the items you're looking at, you can just verbalize plant, lamp, tree, light. It's good to do that. That thinking of and verbalizing while moving the body is really beneficial, super beneficial. Yeah. All right, let's come to stand. Nice work, everybody. Okay, we're going to bring our feet a little bit wider apart and bring our hands onto our hips. And we're going to do some circles here in one direction. Yeah. And we're going to circle and move in the other direction. Good. And come back to center. We're going to use our chair for this one in a little balanced pose. Actually, we haven't done tree in a while. We're going to do our tree pose. Also an incredible, practice for our balance. Yeah, good. And in this pose, when we do tree, you're going to feel your body sort of wobbling and know that that's good. That's the brain talking to the body and righting itself. Yeah, that's good. All right, so find a nice tall spine here. Yeah, lift your kneecaps up and you just feel your whole thigh engaged, this big muscle. So a lot of our falling is when our muscles, especially these big muscles, get weak. Yes, and then we have achiness, and then we don't lift our foot up as high because we're weak and hurting, and then we tend to trip, right? So engaging our kneecaps, just lifting your kneecaps up, you feel these muscles tighten, and you feel even your glute muscles tighten, right? And so that's what keeps us upright and strong, right? Okay, so we're gonna slide the weight into this inside leg, and we're gonna bend to the right knee, yeah, or just the outside knee, wherever you are. Again, important to have a nice tall spine. So if we're trying to balance and we're hunched over, which we tend to do as we age, right, it's gonna take us off our balance, right? So we wanna lift the heart and have a nice, long, tall spine. Look forward. You can find a spot right in front of you, on the wall in front of you, that's not moving. Good. So either his knee stays bent. If you want to open the hips, you can take the knee out to the side, slide the bottom of your right foot to the inside of your left ankle. Yeah. You can also bring that bottom of the foot to the shin or up into your groin if that's in your practice. Yes, but just get to a place where you're feeling a little balance challenge. You're holding onto your chair. Yeah. And you got to say to yourself, okay, I've got this. I've got it. It's available to you. Slowly bring your hands into prayer position. Yeah. And again, if you topple out, just smile and slowly make your way back and just try. That's the work. It's just the trying. Yeah. If your hands are in prayer position, feel free to reach them up into that breath of joy, your arms in a Y. If that's available to you, tuck that belly, that low belly in, and breathe. You can always hold on to that chair. That's what it's there for. Yeah, or just lift a finger off the chair. That'll take you into a challenge, balancing your challenge, challenging your balance. And breathe and smile and go ahead and wobble. Yeah. If you're feeling like this is so easy, no big problem, lift your gaze up to where the ceiling meets the wall. You can even soften your eyes and look through your eyelashes. That'll really take your brain into a tizzy and want to keep you up. Yeah. And breathe for 2. For 1. When you're feeling ready, on an exhale breath, bring your palms together, float your hands down to your heart. Easily make your way slowly out of the pose. That's also a balance challenge. Bring your knee forward and release. Good. And shake it out. Yeah, good. Such a little bit of this yoga, doing it regularly, really sometimes doesn't feel like much, but it really goes a long way. It really does over time. Okay, so coming to the other side, we're going to just do that same thing on the other side. Starting with engage those kneecaps, lift those kneecaps up so you get your thighs stabilizing you. Yeah. Then you can bend the outside knee. Yes, good. And that's a balance challenge in itself. This is also good weight bearing. And then bringing the knee out to the side, bringing the bottom of the foot to the inside of the ankle. Again, remember that posture, nice tall spine, shoulders gently back. Yeah, that alone can keep us upright. Find a spot to stare at for your balance. Again, you can experiment with bringing your palms together at your heart. See how that goes. Maybe reaching your fingertips in a Y up towards the ceiling. Sometimes that helps the balance, right? Like tightrope walkers. Good. Feeling that little wobble. If you're feeling like, okay, I could use more, lift the gaze. Maybe soften the eyes. Look through your eyelashes. Yeah. And breathe. And again, if you topple out a little bit, yeah, it's okay. Just come back in. Lead us back into our tree pose. Ground those roots into the earth, especially that right foot. And when you're ready, slowly bring your palms together. Slowly let the palms come towards your heart. And then release. And relax. And wiggle it out, shake it out. Nice work, everybody. Okay. And we're going to come to, what is our time here? Yeah, we're going to come to our seat now, sitting down mindfully, like we stood mindfully, right? Not just plopping down. We want to engage these thighs and our feet to help us sit down. So I like to bring my hands, I lean forward a little bit, bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Yeah. And then start to send your hips back. Gently press into your toes. That typically takes pressure off your knees. And as you gently press your legs into your thighs, yeah, feel those thighs engage and sit a little lower. And then at some point you can grab the front of your chair and just slowly, gracefully send your hips onto the seat of your chair. Nice. Good, good, good. All right. We've landed back into our chairs, which is so nice for, especially I love it for these hip openers, right? So slide your hips forward, have a nice tall spine. Just gonna open up our hips a little bit more. Again, just get rid of all that luggage, that baggage from 2023, let it go. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, press your belly forward. Come forward just a little bit. Grab the back up, interlace your hands behind your right knee. Good, and on an inhale breath, start to bring the body back up. You feel your arms lengthen, right? If it's available on an inhale breath, hug your thigh into your belly. Stretch your shoulders back and down. Good. You can do a couple rotations with your foot. Here, you can always keep your toe on the floor and just ride your heel side to side. Yeah, if this is too much for the body and you can't have a nice tall spine, reverse if you didn't already. And now options here are to cross at your ankle or your shin or your foot, Yeah, and lay that right leg on top of the left. If that feels like too much for you, just bring the outside of that right foot and lay it on top of the left shoe. Yeah, or you can cross at your ankles. So become aware and decide what it is that your body will benefit from. Yeah, and if you're crunched forward and up here, then that's not a benefit to your body. You want to drop the leg down. You want a nice tall spine. Good. So find your legs. If you're up top here, you can lift your toe up. Yeah, and you start to feel a nice stretch here on the outside of that right foot. Excuse me, take a nice breath in. As you exhale, keep the chest lifted, keep the gaze forward, and press your belly button forward. You're hinging forward, not rounding your back. Keep that spine nice and straight. Good. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, just relax your gaze down towards the floor. Good. Find your space here. Close your eyes. And again, notice how this pose feels on your body, especially that right hip. Yeah, see if you can get that big, deep breath going. Yeah, and as you exhale, see if you can melt the body forward. Just let the body relax forward. Each time you exhale, ask yourself, what am I gripping? Jaw, shoulders, hands. See if you can relax and just allow whatever's happening in that right hip to happen. There should be zero pain though. There should be stretch, but not any sharp pain. Don't go too far. All right. On your next inhale breath, slowly press into that standing foot. Slowly bring the body back up. Yeah. And then allow yourself to just guide that foot off of that leg. Yeah. And or uncross. Good. All right. And wiggle the legs out. Yeah. If you notice, my hips are always tight. The more I do this, they get a little bit less tight. Yeah, because life does that. Let's just do the other side. So grabbing behind the left knee now, hugging that thigh into your belly, squeezing that, and doing a couple rotations. Again, if this is too much for the body, just have your toe on the ground and side to side with the heel. Just gently moving that foot. And then reverse if you haven't already. And then pick your option on this side. So will it be comfortable to have your leg up on that right leg? Yeah. And again, if you want more, you can bring the foot. If you want less, you can bring the shin. And if it's better for your body, just lay that left foot on top of the right side. Yeah, or cross. Lift the toe if you're up here. Find that tall spine. So lift the chest, reach the shoulders back. That alone might be enough of a stretch for you on this side. Yeah, take a breath in. And as you exhale, start to glide your belly forward. Keep your gaze forward, looking up slightly even. And then fold at your hips till you've reached your range of motion. And then release the gaze down towards the floor. And again, feel free to close your eyes here. Yeah, it's nice to close your eyes and find your breath. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Each time you exhale, allow the body to just soften your shoulders, your jaw, your hands. Take the tension out of the upper body and let the weight of it open up that left hip and breathe. 2 more breaths here. And then on an inhale breath, press down into that right foot. Slowly let the body float back up. Good. And then just help take that leg off of the other. Good. and relax. And just let the hips relax, open. All right. And finally, we're going to take our hands, find our nice tall spine. We're still scooted forward a little bit in our chair. Reach your arms back. Grab onto the back of your chair somewhere, the frame of the chair. Good. And let the shoulders stretch back easily. Just feel that opening of the heart. Look up slightly. Take a breath in here. And as you exhale, hold on to the chair and let your body, your upper body, just drop forward. Let that heavy head just drop forward. And breathe. Just a couple breaths here, stretching the whole back spine. And then on an inhale breath, press into your feet. Slowly bring your body back up. Once up, let go of the seat of your chair back there and relax and shake out the hands. Yeah. All right, and let us get ready for final relaxation. Nice work, everybody. Nice stretching. Good. So if you're going to remain in your chair in Shavasana, sit your hips all the way back into your chair. If you're chilly, get maybe something, if it's convenient, to cover up with. Feel free to lay down on the floor if that's in your practice for Shavasana. We'll just be here for a few minutes and bring your palms up on your lap. Good. All right. And let's take a nice breath in and let it go. Make any final little adjustments that you need to make. Yeah, bring your hands to where they're comfortable. Sometimes a little bit higher up on your thighs helps these shoulders stay back and the body not round forward. Yeah. And then float your eyes closed and land yourself in Shavasana. And let's take a couple breaths and hum it out again. So take a nice big breath in through the nose slowly. Even pause the breath at the top. And exhale, hum the breath out. Let's do that one more time. Take a breath in. Pause the breath at the top and hum it out. Now relax your breath. Relax your body. Feel your shoulders relaxed, your chest, your arms, your fingers. Feel your belly soften. Feel your thighs relax. And your lower legs. And your feet. And your toes. Take a gentle breath in. And let go. Whole body is now relaxed. Let go of all your efforts. Bring your awareness to how you feel. And feel free to remain here for as long as you like. Should you choose to come back now into this space slowly, take a breath in and let it go. And release any last bits of tension. Begin to wiggle your toes and fingers if you're coming back. Sway the body side to side. And coming back to center gently. Bringing your hands into prayer position and resting your hands onto your heart. And take a nice big deep breath in. And as you exhale, bow your forehead to your fingertips. In closing practice today with this. This year, embrace life in all its totality, with all its colors and whatever we call as shortcomings. All is perfect as they are. So decide that in 2024, you're going to be a source of joy, not complaints. Be a source of enthusiasm. The world needs it now more than ever. When you're feeling ready and complete at your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open. And lift your head. And I thank you so much for coming and sharing in this amazing practice with each other. It's so important to share together. Yeah. And on your own as well. Have a lovely rest of your beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you, everyone, for being here.